What's good, everyone? Thank you for stopping by to visit the channel for this upcoming game preview. If you have visited this channel before, if you have not done so already, pound that subscribe button, click the notification bell, and select all so you won't miss another video. So last week, the SEC had a top 10 matchup that, in all intents and purposes, ended up as a dud. But the ACC has a top 10 matchup of their own this week, as the resurgent 7th ranked Miami Hurricanes head to Death Valley to face the number 1 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers. The Tigers defeated Virginia last week by the score of 41-23, and the Canes were on the bye. Before their bye week, they blasted their in-state rival Florida State to the score of 52-10. As with every preview, we like to start with the tail of the tape of advanced metrics. So as we look here, Miami had the best leap of any team in the early stages of the year. The Canes jumped from 15th to 9th in overall SP+, 38th to 16th in offensive SP+, and 8th to 6th in defensive SP+. Now as you can see here, Clemson has the advantage when they're on defense since they are rated 10 spots ahead of Miami's offense. And there are pushes in overall SP+, and when Clemson has the ball on offense. SP+ gives Clemson a 78% win probability, and it has them favored by 13 points, while the guys at Vegas at the time of recording had Clemson opening as a 16-point favorite. After watching Clemson dispatch Virginia last week, Travis Etienne is a cheat code. He runs through arm tackles, he can catch the ball at the backfield, and to me a good pro comparison would be Alvin Kamara. That's just my opinion. You can agree, you can disagree, that's your prerogative. Against Virginia, he was arguably the best player out there on the field. Trevor Lawrence, he gets all the love, and rightfully so, because he is the quarterback of the number 1 team in the country. He has a laser rocket attached to his right arm, and he has been deadly accurate this year. But I do not think Etienne gets a lot of credit for how good he is. Against Virginia, Etienne had a 56% offensive success rate. He averaged 10.3 yards per touch, and he had a 39% explosiveness rate. There were times Virginia thought they had him in the backfield and he would rip off an explosive play. He is not a bad safety valve to have on your team on a 3rd and long as well. Also, if you are interested in viewing tables like this, give me a follow on my Twitter account for more data. Now, the Clemson defense is a young group up front, but they are extremely talented, and they play a lot of players. It is really difficult to judge them based off of their 2 games against FBS competition. Game 1, they throttled Wake Forest. They held the Demon Deacons to a 26% rushing success rate and a 30% overall success rate. They allowed 7 scoring opportunities in that game and allowed a grand total of 12 points. Doing the math, that comes out to 1.71 points per scoring opportunity. Definitely sounds like a Brent Venables defense. Once you get into scoring range, good luck actually getting into the end zone. Virginia, they pose a unique challenge offensively. They ran a lot of counters, misdirection, throwbacks to the tight end, and they threw in some quarterback runs. Virginia's goal was to force Clemson to think a little bit on defense rather than to have them go downhill and stay in attack mode. Now, I know the guys on the Clemson defense were not too happy about their performance against Virginia due to the standard of excellence they have in that program. It is early in the year, but that game against Florida State was Miami's best game of the season. It was as thorough as a beatdown as I've seen from them. The first 2 weeks, Miami's offense lived by the explosive play while not having a high offensive success rate. They scored 31 points with a 38% success rate against UAB, and they put up 47 points with a 32% success rate against Louisville. And as you can see from the graphic here, Miami was ruthlessly efficient moving the football while maintaining their explosiveness, which was at 17%. When you can do both, you have a potent offense on your hands. De'Aaron King is steadily improving from week to week. His best pass against Florida State was when he rolled out to his right and hit D. Wiggins in stride right before he got a helmet in his mouth by Marvin Wilson. He will have to hit a few of those downfield shots against the Tiger defense this Saturday. Now, the Canes defense pretty much smothered Florida State. Outside of that near perfect first quarter Florida State had on their scripted drive, Miami essentially shut the door on them. One item to notice, Florida State had a 44% offensive success rate with a 52% rushing success rate, and they still got destroyed. Miami's defense is a top 10 defense according to SP+, and they are adept at not allowing teams to score when they get inside the 40-yard line. The Seminoles had 6 scoring opportunities against Miami 2 weeks ago, and the Canes allowed 10 points. When you do the math, That is less than a safety per scoring opportunity. Transfer defensive ends Jalen Phillips and Quincy Roche have wreaked havoc this year as the Cane defense has stopped 24% of their opponent's running plays at or behind the line of scrimmage, good for 5th in the conference. In the keys of the game, for Miami, they have to tackle Travis Etienne in space. I cannot stress this enough for Miami. They must limit Etienne to about 40% success rate and about a 10 to 15% explosiveness rate. There were 2 plays on 3rd down where Virginia had Etienne dead to rights. One was a 3rd and 2. Play was clearly stopped in the backfield, and it ended up turning into a 16-yard touchdown run. The other was on a 3rd and 17, where Etienne caught the pass in the backfield. He broke 3 tackles, and he turned it into a 46-yard reception. This is where the speed of the Miami secondary will come into play. Bubba Bolden and company must show up in run support. For Clemson, they gotta keep Miami out of the end zone in scoring opportunities. When Miami gets inside the 40-yard line, they love to go for the throat and score touchdowns. Against Florida State, Miami scored 45 points on 9 scoring opportunities. Miami had a total of 11 drives in the game, and that gave them a scoring rate margin of 82%. This is where Brent Venables and the Clemson defense have excelled at for years. They may let you drive down the field, but they will shut the water off when it gets close to that red area. So we got Miami coming off of a bye week, and they've had ample time to prepare for this one. If we are really being honest with ourselves, and I'm just going to go ahead and keep it a full stack, this is a game where I did not think it would matter if they had a bye week to get ready for this game before the season started. Miami's start to the year changed my mind a little bit. De'Aaron King has been the perfect complement to Rhett Lashley's offense, and he has progressed from week to week. I think Miami's running backs and skill players on the perimeter, especially at tight end with Brevin Jordan, will stress the young Clemson defense in this game. In the end, I think Trevor Lawrence will play a clean, mistake-free game. He will use his legs to get those first downs, and when Clemson throws the ball when they are ahead of the chains, I think that will be the difference. I got Clemson winning this game to the score of 38-27. And that will be a wrap for this game preview. Let me know what your thoughts are in the game in the comment section below. Give me your score prediction and tell me why your respective team is going to win the game. I hope you enjoyed the video, and all I ask is that you give the video a like. It helps the channel grow. And if you love college football as much as I do, hit that subscribe button if you want to stay updated with the latest previews and the occasional highlights. As always, thank you for watching.